Hi there everybody, how's it going? I hope you're doing very well indeed. This is myself, Matt the Tomato. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to Airport City here. Things are going really nicely actually. We're attempting to push for the Alliance missions over this way. There we go. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Yes, we're attempting to make a little push, a late push, to get the 17 flights to Marrakech over here. We may or may not be able to achieve it, but we'll see. Are these two guest planes landable? They're not. I'll just put that one in the bank for now, because we're going to collect this one. Excellent. Okay, we got one of the bracelets from the Turkish coast. That's fantastic. Okay, that means we're making progress towards the mission, as well as continuously topping up the monies here. This Turkish coast one here is just sort of ticking us over really rather nicely, which is really good. Okay, right, now that that plane is back and we cleared some space, let's go ahead and speed up these two. Excellent. Okay, so we can send those two back out for 24 fuel, which would leave us with 16. Plus the 8 here gives us 24. Okay, so it's probably the last time we're going to be able to speed those up without using any additional fuel. But it means we'll get six of these done already. And we will also, obviously these are going to be 7 and 8, which means we are exactly halfway within about an hour. So I reckon we will be able to complete the 17 flights. I think we will be able to do it. Highly doubtful we're going to do any of the others though. 120 flights to Egypt in 3 days. I doubt we're going to be able to pull that off. It's probably possible if we sped everything up and like if we actually use lots of fuel, lots of passengers, and actively sped everything up all the time. It's probably possible, but I don't really want to waste all of that energy just to get a slightly bigger bonus. I mean, this is a great bonus, and that is better, but you know, it's not worth spending all of that fuel and passengers to get that. It really isn't. So I think I'm quite happy to just sort of plod along here and slowly complete this and not really worry about the Egypt stuff. So after I've plodded along and completed some of these, I think we'll probably just switch back to the missions. And, well, we'll probably try and get the stars for Cyprus and stuff like that. We'll just switch back to that for the remainder of the week until we can, well, until the new mission comes out and we see what we've got. Or if something else happens in the game, I don't know when events are planned. Not entirely sure. And we'll obviously have to take a look at the flights that we've got for that week. So, ooh, no, I'm sort of living in hope here. So I got that drop from the cloud in the last episode, and now I'm sort of looking at these clouds going, oh, here we go, we're going to get ourselves some good stuff here. No. Depending on the amount of fuel we make, which we will, because we need 32 fuel to speed up a plane and send it back out again. So I think we'll be able to speed up another one, because these two are both just giving us fuel here. So yeah, I reckon we'll be able to speed up another plane. Might not be able to speed up a subsequent one, but we don't know, depending on the number of gas planes we get to land. They're all giving us fuel right now, which is fine because we've got a nice little tick of passengers from these side wings. And so, I mean, worst come to worst, we could speed up one of these. I could speed this up, for example, or even this, to pick up more passengers if I desperately needed them. Which I don't really. We're okay at the moment, but chances are probably if we get to the end and we're sort of quite low on passengers, I probably will just speed one of these up just to increase our total before anything else happens. That's a Hawk, so we've got to refuse that. And yeah, that is proper slowing us down. Having to reject these guest planes is really slowing us down. But we're slowly ticking over. We're slowly getting there. I mean, we started off at 5,000, give or take, and we're now at about 8. So we've done quite good here. Flying all these flights, speeding up these flights. We didn't complete any collections, unfortunately. Although I'd like to get an Indian Lotus here, just to complete this at least once. And collecting it also, completing that also gives us, I think, more. I'm pretty sure. Oh, 150 guest planes for 150 hamsters. Oh, you have to complete it 3 times. Okay, right. Yeah, we're not really going to get any of the other bonuses here, so I was thinking maybe the 230 passengers just to really top that up, but I don't think we're going to get that far. I mean, possibly landing guest planes might be able to just get there, but I think we've got another 50 odd to go there, and I don't think we're going to be able to land that many. We could, but it wouldn't make for very exciting viewing, just constantly seeing me land guest planes. Could do it off camera, I suppose. Just land a big pile of guest planes. Is it worth the effort? Yeah, that's what you've got to ask yourself. Is it worth the effort? Because at the end of the day, I'm not looking to try and complete everything as fast as possible. I'm not trying to rush everything. I'm not trying to smash through the events. Because lots of people, you know, that they get a new event, they've not completed it before, so they throw all of their effort at it and things like that, and they try and complete it. And I get that. There's no problem with that whatsoever. That is absolutely fine. That is one way to play the game, but the way I play the game is completely different. I like to relax, I like to chill out. I'll make efforts towards things, but, you know, so, you know, like speeding up these planes here, to try and complete the Marrakech flights. I'm speeding them up, you know, trying to make a bit of an effort, but I'm not spending all of my resources trying to do it. I'm not using up all of this fuel, I'm not using up all of these passengers. You know, that sort of thing. So, I could, if I was that type of player, but I'm not, so. And part of some, you know, some people might argue, well, you know, you've got, look, I mean, look, I have, God, let me maths, 500, 750. I have about 3,000 fuel kicking around here, just sitting here doing nothing. So a lot of people might argue, well, you know, you're just not using it, so what's the point in having it? Well, you know, sometime in the future I might decide I want to use it, but not at this particular point in time. I don't want 2,000 fuel right now. Anyway, it wouldn't be very good, because I'd have loads of fuel, but I don't have a lot of passengers, because I don't have that many passenger buildings and things like that. So, you know, you've got to ask yourself, you've got to balance yourself, you've got to look at the viewpoints here. I mean, I'm just going to pick up another 20 passengers here, but you got to figure out your play style and play to it. And there's no right and wrong way to play this game. There's no, you know, exact science to it. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, you're not moving at a very fast pace, you know, yeah, but that's the way I want to play the game. So, and that's the whole point. It's just a game. It doesn't matter. There's no right and wrong. So there's you know, and people argue over this all the time. It's quite funny to watch. But right. I was just having a little look. So Reese Airport's actually flown a hell of a lot of passengers. He's a valuable asset to this alliance, I'll tell you that. But I like the idea that we're just progressing nice and slowly here with the alliance reputation. It's just very chill. And I really like that. That's the way it is, and I hope Reese stays around, because obviously he might decide that his value of passengers that he's got would be better spent in another alliance that is perhaps moving a little bit faster. But at the moment we're moving at a steady pace. Each week we're gaining alliance reputation points, so you know, it's not like we're you know, stalled. We're gaining ground. We're just gaining ground at a nice leisurely pace, is what I wanted to say. Okay, we can actually speed one of these guys up here. So, you, sir. I mean, we could do the the 30%ers. I mean, feels like such a cheat, though. That's the thing. Genuinely feels like such a cheat. I want to make sure I've got enough fuel before I speed up the other one. Right, let's get this guy out of here. Because obviously... Ooh! A weather event. Heavy fog, which means he uses 6 extra fuel and also needs a massive spotlight. Which is a small problem because we don't quite have enough fuel. But we will do now because this guest plane here actually gave us some fuel. So that has expired all of our fuel. Fantastic. Okay. So, yeah, can't really speed up any more, to be honest, unless we obviously use other means. But 7 of 17, that's not bad. Obviously, 2 out now, so it means when we collect them, it'll be 9, which will leave us with 8 to go. So that's not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. These are both able to be landed, so that's great. And if I had, if I had enough fuel, I'd probably do the little cheat and speed up the other one here. But 12 fuel, yeah, maybe. Oh, I might be able to sneak that in, you know. Because I'm going to get the 8 fuel from over here, which will leave us with. It feels so exploity to do this. Like it's not cheaty. It's not cheaty. It's exploity. Neither of those are words, by the way. But to bring that down to there, because if I speed up by 30% again, it'll complete the flight. And it cost me absolutely nothing to do that. So I'd like to think that there is a limit on the number of times you can do that. I hope there is, because otherwise that is such a ridiculous bug that seriously needs fixing. Because that's, you know, imagine that there'd be players that would really ham that out. And I wouldn't blame them, because if it's there, then you're gonna do it. I mean, I've just done it 4 times in about 10 minutes, so it's really bad. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's weird. Yeah. Okay. I am going to use it again, I think. Although at this point, you know, we've only got 6 minutes left on that, so might as well just land a few guest planes and sort of wait around a little bit and let that land. I was hoping for a few more drops than this, though, to be quite honest. That is one thing I was hoping for. I've also spent rather a lot of coins on this fuel station. I know that. I spent about 450 coins on the fuel station, which is definitely holding us back. I'm not making that much money by doing that. Because I was on the cusp of 8,000 for a while, I breached it, and now come back down, and yeah, it's not... It's a very, very skeptical tactic that to use that fuel station to speed up flights when they're not worth that much. When they're only worth 65 coins. If it's a flight that's worth 100, then you could probably justify it a lot more. But at this particular point, I think we're breaking even at best by doing that. We're using the commerces to top it up. And the guest planes, obviously, but... Nah. Not convinced that spamming out the 8 fuel there is actually worthwhile in terms of actually making money. Of course, I'm using these exploits here to make the money. So we're still making money. It's not like we're losing money. It's just we're not gaining it at a particularly fast rate because I'm spending loads of those coins on the fuel station. So yeah, and actually you could probably argue that that last one probably wasn't needed because we've got enough fuel here. I probably didn't need to contract in another 8 fuel, although at some point we might decide we want to use it. So didn't necessarily need to do that. So that was probably a waste. In fact, it was a waste, I think. Right, so speed up. Oh, look at that. It's still there. I've used it so many times. It's bad, man. It's not good. Really, really is not good to use that. Oh boy. Okay, but I think I'm going to end this episode right here. I'm just going to collect this guest plane, and then we'll end this episode right here. And in the next episode, we will collect Turkish coast, and this other flight from Marrakech. We'll collect anything else that's kicking around. Land a few more guest planes as well if we can. Try and keep up the... Oh, that was a hamster. I thought it was something else that dropped there. Try and keep up the income and see how we get on. But that's it for now. Cheers for watching, guys. This has been Submarine Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series. Join me next time for more Airport City here on the Game Insight desktop app. See you later.